Hello everyone and welcome to today's stream. So today we're just doing another one of the AMA live stream open discussions about all things cryptocurrency, technology, anything like that. So if you're new here, basically what we do, there's no real structure, anything like that. Go ahead and if you have a question or a topic you want to talk about, feel free to throw it in the chat. Happy to try and discuss it and answer to the best of my ability. And hey, we all learn a little bit about new projects, things that other people are interested in, stuff like that. Mike, good to see you. Nice to see you here. I know you join most of the time, so definitely nice to see you showing up for the discussion. Danielle, hello, welcome. Again, if anybody has any questions, looks like we have 3 people on the stream here, so welcome. Make sure to hit that like button to help out YouTube for recommending this for more people. But nice to have everyone here. So, you know, as always, starting off on Coin360 here, looking at the various prices. Compared to the last couple streams that we've done, it's actually looking a little bit better. Mostly green, so that's nice to see. Dogecoin trading sideways, as it has been for the past, few days. You know, nothing too crazy here, but, we'll see. I think, give it a month and maybe we're going to be doing a bunch of Dogecoin information again as Dogecoin goes up. So definitely really cool, but yeah, I mean, overall, Bitcoin did come back. I think we saw, that little bit of a consolidation back down to the 48,000 range, but coming back up to 55,000 strong, testing that again, that level. But, it's definitely, a good level to be testing, but, from here, I think, once we break through there, 56, 57, 58, we'll see new all-time highs for Bitcoin, but yeah, so definitely cool. But let's see here. Mike, you said, my pleasure, glad to be here. What's keeping you from purchasing Helium miner? Even if they ship it to you during the bear market, the miner price will likely not go below MSRP. Well, for me personally, the reason that I haven't gone with the excuse me, the Helium miner is mainly because, like I've mentioned before, even if it does take them many weeks to ship, I still don't want to, purchase one, go out, spend $400 or $500, let's just say you get it for $500. Right now, that $500 investment might pay for itself in a week or two, but what I think a lot of people aren't thinking about, and I could be wrong in not fully understanding the helium market, what I'm expecting to happen is as these miners ship and make it to people, we're going to see the difficulty go up a lot and the earnings are going to go down quite a bit on those miners. So it's going to be a lot harder to recover your investment. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. It might be mining, say, just for example, your $500 miner might mine 50 coins a day, and that's super profitable right now. But even if the bull market continued through the end of summer, or the summer months, July, June, August, all of those, and you get your miner, if it's only mining 5 coins by the time you get it, even if the coin price is still good, you're not going to be making as much. And cryptocurrency changes so much. So that's kind of my thoughts on it, and it's the same thing with the ant miners. Is if you don't get in on batch 1, it it might be not worth it to get in on batch 2, because when all the batch 1 miners spin up, it's going to really increase the difficulty. So that's kind of my thought. Hopefully that kind of helps answer that question a little bit there. But yeah, thoughts on Polkadot. I'm not invested in the project itself here, but let's take a look at the coin. Oh, not Uniswap, Polkadot. So yeah, I know they've been going up in price really well. So there's that here. Let's see, we have circulating supply 933 million, total of just over 1 billion, it looks like. So it looks like it's mostly out. So Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of what, it's looking good here. The price, obviously, with the bull market's kind of hard to tell because, everything's up so well. But, yeah, I mean, let's see here. Polkadot Network. Just kind of reading because I don't know a ton about it. Like I said, I try and answer to the best of my ability. But, yeah, so staking, definitely nice. I've been hearing a lot about it, and like I said, I don't have anything against it. It's just not something that I have invested in. So, and then, there's not a reason for that. I just haven't, decided to put anything into it. And, as you can probably see here, I don't know too much about it. I'm just kind of scrolling through some of their website pages here. But, for it to be number 6 on the, number 8 on the CoinMarketCap, that's definitely, a really good spot to be at. So, I think it has a lot of potential to continue going up. If they've made it this far, it's similar to Dogecoin. If it's made it this far, why stop here? There's a lot of people. I did a video on Dogecoin yesterday that it released this morning, and I've gotten some comments on there that are, it's never going to do that. Stop, sharing this content, all that, stop promoting it. It's a stupid coin, stuff like that. But, I would have agreed with you, a month ago. I would have said, there's no way Dogecoin's realistically going to go any higher than, 11 cents max. But, here we are. So, you can pretty much apply that to any coin now. Cryptocurrency seems to do the exact opposite of what most people think. So, it's definitely interesting, but, with a project that's, this high on the CoinMarketCap already, I think it's, got a lot more room to go. So, hopefully that kind of helps. Just kind of my overview of the coin, just looking into it for the first time. But Mike said that's true. They're actually having a halving come in August, so we could look at the... Oh, yeah, you want to see a chart for the Bitcoin. That's Trading View is what we use for that. So let's see, Bitcoin to USD. We have caps lock on. Tether US, Bitcoin US dollar. I believe that's with Binance. So that should be okay. Yeah, no problem. I'm not sure. Hamza, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name there. Glad I could kind of help. Like I said, I'm not too familiar with the project, but, I think it has a lot of potential to continue going, up even more as more people join the cryptocurrency space. But, we'll see. We'll see where it goes from here. But, so like I was saying here at the beginning, this seems to be that 47,000 was our support here, which you can see that, if we did just a quick little line here, let's start over here and come over right at the, 43,000 range here. You can see that this 43,000 seems to kind of be the bigger support. We do have one that looks like Big Dirt. Welcome. Nice to see you here. When do you think it's going to skyrocket again? Silent kills. What do you mean by that? Which coin? Dogecoin or Bitcoin or what coin, I guess? But again, you can see here at our 48,000, just under 48,000 line here, seems to be the support we just kind of bounced off of. It tested it a little bit on the day candles here. And even switching down to like the hour candle, you can see that there were a couple hours where it did pass through on the 23rd of April. It did close below, and then it came back up, and then here it closed below and came back up. So this seems to be our level of resistance here, was right around that 48,000. I have the bar set at 47,949, so we'll just round up and say 50 or 48 to make it easy. Bitcoin, yeah, that's really hard to say. That's kind of what we're looking at right now, is when Bitcoin will go back up, past where it is. And like I said here, you can see this program here, Big Dirt, it's a website called tradingview.com. You go on to here and you can search. This works great for any trading, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. We can search like Apple stock, and you can get all of the information. So like here's Apple stock traded on NASDAQ. you can get the chart, and then if you click view full featured chart, that's what gets you to this with all the tools. So it's a great program. It's free for most of the features. I've never felt the need to pay for anything on this site, but there is a paid option that, you know, removes the ads. So, you know, it's hard to say when Bitcoin will go up again, obviously, but you can see that we kind of got a level of resistance here where, you know, let's see here, kind of closed the 61,000 range. You know, we went up over it for what, closed on 1, 2, 3, and then we closed below it after 2 days. So we spent 2 days above this resistance level. And you know, you see we tested it back here on March 13th. About a month later, we came up and tested it here on April 12th. And actually on the day, April 13th, we broke through that resistance level about a month later. So you can see how it really does, you know, you kind of got to give it some time. So, you know, what, April 13th, so, you know, if we're thinking, you know, May 13th, roughly, you know, I'm not saying anything specific about this date, where the vertical line is right now is May 13th. You know, that doesn't mean anything, but, you know, following that month pattern here, we tried to test it here, we broke through and made it up to this level, and then, you know, we kind of fell back down. So, you know, looking at the week chart here, just to kind of get a little bit more of a condensed view, you can see kind of what we're seeing here is it's not really going up or down. You know, you're kind of trading sideways almost between a, you know, 48,000 and 61,000 resistance on the low and high side. But, you know, eventually I think, you know, we will see a breakout. Whether that's up or down will be hard to say, but, you know, it's going to depend on the news as well and kind of what's going on with cryptocurrency. You can see here between, you know, 7 and, you know, 10, or the 25th of April and the 23rd, we actually pretty much went sideways for the most of it. You know, we started low, finished low, and then kind of took off. So, and you can see it kind of did the same thing here. So, you know, there's a lot of people that were all worried about, you know, oh, we're in the next Bitcoin bear market because, you know, it dropped from 55,000 down to the 48,000 range, and everyone was getting real nervous. And, you know, I would say if you're nervous when Bitcoin drops from 48,000 or from 55,000 to 48,000, then you're probably not going to do too well when the real bear market comes, because, you know, last year we saw Bitcoin drop from, you know, $8,000-$9,000 to $3,000. You know, that's half its price. That would be like Bitcoin dropping from $55,000 to $27,000 pretty much overnight. So, you know, cryptocurrency is a lot more volatile than stocks, and I think we're seeing some people in the cryptocurrency space who are new, who are experiencing that because they may have come from the traditional stock market where, you know, you invest in a company that's, you know, half the people you talk to will know what it is, and you're not going to go up or down very quickly. Cryptocurrency, you know, everybody's heard of Bitcoin, but, you know, you could have it go up $10,000 overnight, you could have it go down $10,000 overnight, and that's, you know, more or less normal. So, you know, as long as we're staying within these resistance levels here, switch it, you know, a little bit more, what did I want, a day chart here. You know, as long as we're staying in this little area here, I think that'll be kind of our, you know, our hopeful plan to, you know, trade sideways. And honestly, trading sideways is not the worst thing in the world. You know, it's not very exciting, but if it's holding its value, that's going to allow bigger institutions to see it as more of an investment or as a currency like Tesla. They did sell off, I believe, 10% of their Bitcoin to prove liquidity today or yesterday. And, you know, there was a lot of interesting stuff going on Twitter regarding Elon Musk. He basically said, yes, Tesla did sell 10% of their Bitcoin to prove that it can be done and get the cash, but Elon Musk himself has not personally sold any of his Bitcoin holdings. So, you know, there were a lot of people that were freaking out about it. But, you know, when Tesla has, you know, literally billions of dollars in Bitcoin and they sell, you know, 9 million of it, you know, it's not a huge concern. So, if they dumped their entire holding, overnight, then yeah, well, okay, well, maybe we need to look at what might be coming. But it's interesting like that. You gotta watch and see what the companies do. But yeah, so hopefully that kind of helped, Mike. There isn't too much going on. It fell off quite a bit here, but hopefully what we can do is kind of use these slightly upward ones. So you can see we had 1, 2, a slight up, and then 3, 4 down. Here we had just a bigger one going down. So if we took this line here and just moved it over like this, we might see, it's actually looking like it's going up even faster, at a steeper rate. To keep up with it, I'd have to stretch my line quite a bit here. So that's kind of just comparing it to the last little dip that we had, or even this one here. You can see how it doesn't exactly line up. So we're moving up quite a bit faster. So, we might, in a few days close, right up around, 58, 59,000, start testing that $61,000 limit here. So, I think it'll be interesting to see, it's up and down, but more or less trading sideways when you look at it over a decent period of time, like a week or more. So, if you're looking at Bitcoin and worried about the price daily, you're most likely the type of person who's day trading Bitcoin and you're worried about it, going up and down on the day. But if you're, claiming from faucets, investing in cloud mining sites, getting home mining payouts, you're probably more interested in recovering your losses in power, and then everything else I would assume is mostly holding. There are people that are mining and selling immediately. I personally am mining and holding everything that I mine, which right now is just Ethereum. So I'm, getting, just building up my Ethereum holding in hopes that it'll go up. And you can see that it's up, 4.5% on the day, whereas Ethereum was, a couple $100 less a few days ago. So, Mike, isn't it now more expensive to run the Faucet Collector bot? You're paying the same amount of cents for solving the robot things, and then you get less and less Satoshis in a bull market. So that's a really good point. I would say it technically, when you look at it like that, yes, it is more expensive because you're getting less Satoshis. But if you're looking at it in, US dollars or your fiat currency, you're probably still earning roughly the same amount because, Free Bitcoin, for example, adjusts their payouts based off the Bitcoin price. You always have a chance to win $200 every time you click the roll button. That $200 might be, 10,000 Satoshis, or it might be 100,000 Satoshis. It depends on the price of Bitcoin. So I know not every faucet is like that, but, I would say if you're going for just purely collecting and building up your Satoshis, then yes, it is a little bit, a little bit less profitable, but, I think it's still good, and personally for me, I am still using the Faucet Collector bot, but it's not currently running, because the computer that it's running on is having some issues, which is not related to the bot, but, I am still using it, and I do plan to fix it and continue to use it, because I think it's a good program. And we were just looking at the Bitcoin chart over here. If we think Bitcoin's going to continue going up, the Satoshis that you're claiming now, even if you're only getting 30 Satoshis a roll on free Bitcoin, you're going to get more in fiat currency as it continues to go up. And the more Bitcoin you can collect now, even though we are in a bull market, will be better if you hold on to it long term, because as time goes on, it's going to continue to be harder and harder to get Bitcoin, whether you're mining it or you're just trying to purchase it, because as other companies will inevitably start purchasing cryptocurrency and Bitcoin specifically to accept, it's going to get harder and harder to buy them on an exchange for the price. So it's something that we'd have to, you got to kind of gauge it personally, what you're willing to pay. So But it looks like we have 6 people online. Again, welcome to everybody who's here. If you have any questions or anything you want to talk about, feel free to put it in the chat. We can try and, see what's going on with everybody in crypto and all of that. But yeah, it's been pretty interesting, last couple days. We saw Dogecoin fall quite a bit from where we were last week. But, still, again, pretty much trading sideways, which, we like to see. It's holding its value, all of that. Wow. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, that didn't seem very good. Jackson, welcome. How's it going? Nice to see you here again. But, yeah, so I got a little nervous when all that red came up, but it was just the site not loading right. So, Litecoin's doing really well. Tron's doing really well. Digibyte, I know, Mike, you like Digibyte. It's been doing pretty well. This is actually the highest I've ever seen it. Actually, it looks like it's all-time high. Because I started mining it when it was about 12 cents back in 2017. And I still do have the ones that I originally mined, 3 years ago. So I have not sold or gotten rid of them or anything like that. But Digibyte's doing really well. And like I said, I replied to one of your comments today. I'll be trying to do a Digibyte-specific video talking about the project, the technology, and kind of what's going along with it, and if there's any faucets out there. Because I know there used to be some good faucets like paid in Digibyte. I'll have to double check and see if they're still paying. Because I know Fire Faucet, I believe, Fire Faucet. Alright. Yeah, it wants me to sign in. Let's do this in a non-private window. Fire Faucet. Alright. Oh, it doesn't like that. Didn't like my password here, so let's try a different one. Alright, so Fire Faucet does allow you to claim Digibyte, so that's kind of cool. I'll put it over here. You can see it does allow you to select the Digibyte option. So that's really cool that it does still allow you to do that, and I know there were some other ones that allowed Digibyte to be claimed. But yeah, Fire Faucet's a great faucet. I've been using that for a couple years now. There's still a lot of good faucets out there. And Mike, kind of going back to your faucet collector question there, I would say use the faucet collector bot on any site that you can find that doesn't have those CAPTCHAs. Because like Free Bitcoin does not have those. So if you're running it on Free Bitcoin right now, I would say run that 24/7. No matter what the price of Bitcoin is, because you already paid for the faucet collector bot. It would be kind of, it probably wouldn't be the best idea to have it sitting, not doing anything. So if you were to have that running, you would be at least recouping your costs, the $12 or $13 that you paid for the faucet collector bot. But still, definitely, a good question, though. Again, it's going to come down to what are you willing to pay for those robot programs to be solved. If you're not making a profit because the faucet's not paying enough, then yeah, it's probably, probably not the best idea. But, again, you got to gauge that. So, nice. Glad to see. I like Digibyte. Yeah, no, it's a good project. I've been, like I said, I started mining it because I thought it was going to be a really good project, back in 2017, and, they fell off quite a bit, and really didn't do much for a while, and now they're, hitting their all-time highs, as many other coins are. Yeah, you just don't know how high Bitcoin's going to go. Where do I think Bitcoin's price is going to fall during the next bear market? That's kind of hard to say. I wouldn't be surprised if it hit, 25,000, which is, a little bit under half of where we're at right now. Because, we hit, in 2017, we hit $20,000, and then it fell off, 15, 14, slowly back down to, right around $10,000 to $9,000, for the majority of the time. And then, there were some things that took place, the coronavirus, all that, which did bring it down to 3,000, which let's hope that we don't have another one of those. But, I think, 25,000 to 30,000 would be probably pretty realistic. It might go lower. I would be pretty surprised if we went back into the teens, like 19,000, 18,000. I would be pretty surprised to see it that low. But, we might see... I'm almost wondering that, when the bear market, quote unquote, comes, I think what we might see is the altcoins that aren't as popular fall in value, but we might not see Bitcoin, Ethereum, those bigger coins that are being accepted in more bigger institutions like Tesla. We might not see it fall as far because there are people backing it up. It's being used more than ever. So, the bear market, I think, is going to look very different when it does get here compared to what we saw in 2017, just because there's more use and more people adopting it as, part of their businesses. I saw this morning on Twitter that there's a cafe in California that's now accepting Dogecoin for their, service. So it's like, not just big Tesla and Apple and all that. Well, Apple hasn't done anything quite yet, but, there hasn't been a ton of big acceptance in some of the smaller altcoins, outside of cryptocurrency, like, ADA. There aren't a bunch of people that you're seeing in the news that are accepting Cardano as payment. It's still a great coin in the cryptocurrency space and has a lot of potential. Or, like Helium, that's got a great project behind it, a great idea behind it, but the coin itself isn't being accepted in exchange for goods and services, at least not that I know of, in a wide variety of places. So, that I think is what's going to factor into the Bitcoin and Ethereum price in the next bear market when that does come, which again, it may never, or maybe we're in it right now and we just don't know it. Maybe this is the bear market. So we could trade sideways. Like I said, we looking at the chart here. Oh, it wants me to join for free. How about no? Let's do this. We traded sideways here from March 13th over to March 13th, or April 13th. We kind of went sideways. It fell a little bit, and then we kind of went up and down, but nothing crazy, which we might be seeing that again. Looking at this, we went up, kind of down, and then up a little bit, sideways, up to its all-time high. We might be seeing this right here mirrored right here. We went down pretty sharp. It's almost identical here. We had 1, 2 down, a green, 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and a green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 4 here, and then a big green back up, which matched almost to this one, which again, this one's a little bit lower. But, honestly, I'd be pretty surprised. I don't know if you guys can, see what I'm talking about here, but I'll kind of square out that. Oh, I was hoping to get, that might not be the tool I was looking for. But hopefully you guys can kind of see what I was talking about there. But, we might shoot up and hit, 68, 70,000, in the next, couple days, because, we're headed into May, which is becoming towards the end of that month. So we might slowly go up and trade sideways and then hit a new all-time high, within the next 2 weeks, based off the chart, of course. But Cardano's a good coin. I've got a little bit of them, not much. But yeah, no, I think they have a lot of potential to continue going up as well. As for Helium, don't you think if consumers use, let's say, Xfinity and AT&T Wi-Fi to run their miners, those are big companies that could sue Helium for stealing their network? That's actually a really interesting point, because I do know that there are certain contracts that you can get into, specifically ones with things like lease lines, where, you have a fiber connection run into your house or your office, you've got 40 gigabit internet, that internet is actually, you're able to turn around and sell that. That's actually an interesting point that you have there, and I wouldn't be surprised if sometime in the future, as Helium continues to grow, if the bigger like Xfinity and AT&T try and sue them for that reason specifically. I had not thought of that until right now, but it's going to depend on what's in their terms of service. If they say you can't sell your internet to your neighbor, then they're probably going to basically, come after them for that reason. Because, there might be a clause in the terms and conditions that says, hey, you can't pay, you only use your internet for reading the news in the morning. Your neighbor only, watches a couple YouTube videos at night. Well, you don't both need to pay, so if you guys go half in on the internet and just share the password, that might not be allowed, and that might be something that the Helium network runs into. So that's an interesting point, and I wouldn't be surprised if it does happen, because once they catch word of if they're losing money and they have an ability to sue and think they can win and try and get some money out of the companies, that's something I think would definitely happen. The People's Network is actually running on a bigger network company. And, I would say what AT&T and Xfinity or companies like that should do, if I was, advising them, which, probably will not be happening, I would say, what would they want to do to look into becoming a part of it? Instead of getting rid of it, it's already happening. It's not costing them any extra money. They're not having to, give more internet out and lose money because of this. So what can they do? Can they, sell these at a little bit of a profit for AT&T, and then you can plug it into your network and, get a bonus for it or something? It's, how can they become a part of it and make money off of it versus shutting it down completely? But unfortunately, those bigger companies, it's probably more cost effective to just try and shut it down and throw, the legal teams that they have at it and have them deal with it. But I think it'll be interesting when it does eventually happen, because I think now that you brought it up, I think it's definitely in the future for Helium. Sorry, had to take a drink there, but yeah, so it looks like we have 6 people again, so thanks for everybody for showing up. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this. I know Mike's got a lot of questions here. If anybody else has any questions or any topics they want to talk about here, I'm definitely happy to talk about them and see, learn a little bit what you guys are interested in and all of that. But yeah, I mean, definitely some interesting topics being brought up. I think, I'll be pretty interested to see what happens with that Helium thing if they ever do, go after the project or company Helium to try and, get some of that cost back or something like that. And, you may end up having to pay a fee if you run a Helium node on your network. AT&T might be able to detect that somehow and say, hey, you've got this, pay us, an extra $5 a month because you have AT&T and we don't like this. So kind of then leave it up to the person. So, that's something that I could see happening too. But nice insight. Bitcoin fell from 64 to like 47, but ETH only fell from 2.5 to 2.1. Any reason ETH is looking stronger compared to other coins? That's a good question. I'm not too sure. Ethereum's a much lower priced coin, so it doesn't have as much room to fall. It losing, $400, $500 off of its total, market, its price there. Obviously, I'll say it like that. What $500 was roughly 20% of its price, right? 500, 1,000, 2, so that would be 4 500s. Yeah, so it'd be roughly 20% of a price drop would be $500 for Ethereum. And for Bitcoin, it fell, almost 10,000, so it is a little bit bigger of a fall. So I think, when you look at it percentage-wise, it lost the same amount of value, or a little bit less. It just looks like it lost less money because it's cheaper, and I kind of think that's probably what you were talking about. If that's not it, let me know. I mean, that's kind of what I took away from that, because if you have 20 Ethereum, for the price of, what you'd have to have roughly 25 Ethereum, yeah, for it to equal 1 Bitcoin in the US dollars. So, 20 to 25 Ethereum going down $500 is quite a bit. You're going to lose, quite a bit of money. Whereas if you had 1 Bitcoin and it goes down $10,000, you're losing $10,000. So, and you said it went from like 64 down to 47. Yeah, I guess it kind of did fall pretty down. So definitely, that's a good question. I think it's just going to come down to, Ethereum's being used a lot as well. Bitcoin, is more of an investment, whereas Ethereum, there's a lot of the smart contract stuff and there's fees and all of that. But yeah, roughly 20% was what they dropped off. So, they lost the same amount of value, but I think it was just, less dollars if you had 1 Ethereum. But then again, if you only have 1 Ethereum, you only had $2,600. So versus 1 Bitcoin, you have 55. So, just kind of looking at things like that in the percentage way, they lost about the same amount of value. Now, looking at the market cap, that's a little bit different. I wouldn't be too sure how to actually look at that. I don't know if you can get market cap charts. At least I don't know off the top of my head where to. Yeah, but that would be kind of interesting to see, roughly if they lost the same amount of money. But, Bitcoin's back over $1 trillion for market cap, which is good to see because it was, below there at one point during the last couple weeks. So it's nice to see it, kind of going back up. And like I said, if you're getting nervous when Bitcoin drops like that, then, just wait. People are freaking out about Dogecoin being at 27 cents, Yeah, I wake up and check the cryptocurrency prices. Of course, I'd love to see Dogecoin back at 47 cents, whatever it was at, 43 cents. But, you got to stop and think, 2 weeks ago, Dogecoin was, 8 cents. So, you've already tripled your money on that if you were just holding and sold right now. So you can't really complain about a tripled in investment when, yeah, you could have gotten, an extra, 15 cents out of it, but you're still up quite a bit. And, the fact that Dogecoin seems to be holding pretty steady at the 27, 26 cent range is actually a really good sign. Because you can see just on this little chart here, there was a little bit of a dip, but more or less it's traded completely sideways for the last couple days, 4 or 5 days, which is really good to see. It's holding its value, and, this might just be a little bit of a consolidation, and then, it will start going back up, hopefully. But, Mike said, I also heard a rumor that Amazon will start accepting Doge soon if you Google. Yeah, that was actually in my my Dogecoin video for today that I did, was the Doge for Amazon. Was Jeff Bezos was rumored to invest in Dogecoin. So you can see here that we have the change.org, and let me do this here. YouTube, wow, I really didn't get that, but it knew. We do this, and here, we'll just pause this. This was the article I was looking for. So it's rumored that Dogecoin is predicted to be purchased by Jeff Bezos. Now that doesn't mean that it will necessarily, I hope that's not playing sound, okay. That doesn't necessarily mean that it will be accepted on Amazon, but I think if Jeff Bezos openly invests in Dogecoin, there's a much higher chance that he will accept it on Amazon, which would be really cool. Like you said, it is a rumor. Right now, it's not confirmed, and there was that, roughly 200,000 signed petition for the cryptocurrency, to be accepted on Amazon. And, I could realistically see Dogecoin. I think, having Dogecoin accepted on Amazon would be a better decision for Amazon than accepting something like Bitcoin or Ethereum, because Dogecoin overall has less of a transfer fee, and it's a little bit easier to kind of learn. And, if you kind of mess around with it, with 5 or 10 Dogecoin, you can kind of learn how blockchain works if you're not familiar with cryptocurrency. And if you make a mistake and lose 10 Dogecoin, yeah, you lost a little bit of money, but you're not losing, like if you tried to send, you got a $100 order on Amazon, you got to calculate 0.0000 whatever of a Bitcoin. you know, that $100 might be, you know, 5,000 Dogecoin or something. It's not that low, like a couple hundred Dogecoins. So definitely cool, and hopefully something to see in the future. But yeah, if you didn't see this video, go check it out. It's did pretty well, 797 views. And then again, here you can see I have quite a bit of subscribers now. I've actually gained quite a bit over the last day. So again, huge thank you to everybody who has subscribed, been liking videos, sharing them. You know, it's really helping out, and you know, we're growing pretty quickly here. So it's really nice to see. Jackson, you said, just to put it into perspective, BTC still has a smaller cap than Apple stock. You know, that's a great, I actually had it up here earlier in the stream here. Their market cap, Apple, has a $2.2 trillion market cap. That is an absolutely insane amount of money. Looking at the cryptocurrency market cap, not Bitcoin, but all cryptocurrencies total, it is still less than what Apple is worth. So that is, you know, that's crazy. I mean, thinking about $1 trillion is a lot, but then looking at the market cap is still $0.2 trillion off of the Apple their market cap. So, you know, Bitcoin could literally double in price right now in an instant, in 1 second, and still be worth less than Apple. So that's, you know, that's a really good way to put it into perspective, Jackson. There is, you know, it took Apple 40 some years to get that big. It took Bitcoin, you know, 10 years to pass the 1 trillion mark. So, you know, hopefully that means it takes it even less time to hit the 2 trillion mark. But, you know, like I said, to hit, you know, roughly 2 trillion, we'd have to double in price. And as Bitcoins more come out, you know, the market cap will continue going up. But definitely still a really good comparison there. Yeah, kind of going back to the YouTube, like I said, we've been doing really well, growing very nicely. You know, I've gotten, you know, I'm expecting, you know, hopefully by the end of this week to hit the 1,000 subscribers that we need for the partnership with YouTube, which is great. It just, you know, will help get the videos out there to more people. And then the hour limit is going to be what's going to take a little bit more time. I think I just crossed over 1,400 hours this morning, and you need 4,000 to partner with YouTube. So again, you know, we're still a little bit under halfway to that goal. But again, you know, when videos like this, you know, 797 views doesn't sound like a lot, but that's probably, you know, 20 hours alone on this video in one day. So, you know, sharing these videos, hitting the subscribe, hitting the like, helping, you know, showing YouTube that you do like the content enough to take the time to hit the like and subscribe. It helps promote the videos, and you know, there were a lot of people that found this specific Dogecoin video just by the YouTube search, which is really nice. Really nice to see. But yeah, so again, you know, thank you. It's, you know, it sucks that the old YouTube channel got deleted, but you know, we're coming up on 3 months now of the new one, and you know, it's going really well, you know, growing pretty good, and hopefully, you know, hopefully it continues to grow at this speed or even faster. So we'll just have to kind of wait and see. But yeah, I mean, Mike, I know you've been here since the old channel for sure, and then, you know, you were one of the first to start interacting here on the new one. So yeah, thank you to you for, you know, showing up and commenting on almost every video, as well as being in most of the streams here. So definitely cool. I'm glad you're enjoying everything. But could you briefly show how to adjust the max supply for our coin on MintMe? I believe once you set the max supply, it is set. Similar to, you know, traditional cryptocurrencies, once it is set, it is, you know, completely set. You cannot change it. I would show you how to do it, but I'm going to save that for the video, because I talked with the owner of MintMe, and they said, you know, you're okay to do a second account for a tutorial video connected. Uh-oh. Someone put in the chat if the stream is still working. I think we had a little bit of an internet, you know, connection issue there. But I guess I'm going to keep going because we got green on everything now. So I want to save the MintMe tutorial, you know, setting up the coin and all that for the video, because I talked with the owner. He said, yeah, go ahead and create a different account, because you can only make one coin per account. make the tutorial video, you know, I won't get banned or anything. So I will be doing that later this week. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Yeah. Yeah, not sure what happened there. I just got a you know, little notification popped in. OBS disconnected. Oh, great. Yeah, so the Mint Me video will come out later this week, which will show, you know, from start to finish, but I do believe once you set the amount, like if you already have, it's stuck like that. So, unfortunately, you know, if you set it too low or too high, I think you are kind of stuck with it. You could try creating a second account. I don't know if they crack down on that, but you know, I don't see why they would, because you're making another coin. You're allowing them to make some money by purchasing their coin to purchase yours and all of that. So, but yeah, so I'll definitely keep you updated. Like I said, you know, expect that maybe, what's tomorrow, Wednesday, maybe Thursday or Friday this week, you know, that video. I'm not sure too much what I'll do tonight for a video tomorrow, but haven't decided yet, so. But yeah, definitely cool. Yeah, no, Mint Me, I saw a lot of people were liking that video, so the Dogecoin videos seem to be really popular on the YouTube channel, so, you know, I may stick with doing, you know, 1 or 2 of those a week, kind of talking about the news and stuff like that, to help grow the channel and stuff, because, you know, whatever is getting the most views, you know, I want to do more of those, because obviously people like those, so. But yeah, well, if there's any other questions, feel free to put it in the chat here. We've still got 5 people, so, you know, we're getting more interaction, new people showing up on the streams, which is great to see. You know, I hope to continue doing these throughout the next, you know, at least, you know, few months and further, as, you know, new people join the community. Like I said, I've gotten over 130 subscribers today alone. Which was great to see. You know, I'm guessing it was just the Dogecoin video, which was really nice to see everything go up so much today. But, yeah, so I hope to, you know, continue to see it grow this speed and hope to continue to get the hours like we have been. But other than that, I'm not seeing any more questions come in here, so we'll probably get ready to wrap it up here in the next few minutes. But, again, thank you to everybody who showed up. You know, it looks like we got 4 likes on the stream, which is great. Channel has amazing content. Hey, thanks, Mike. I know you said you really like everything, and I see you commenting, and, you know, I try to respond to most of your comments. You know, as it's gotten a little bit busier, it's harder to reply to everything, but yeah, I'm glad you like it, and hopefully, since you like it, other people do as well. Like I said, you know, the goal is to hopefully, you know, by the end of this year, by the end of 2021, I'd like to be, you know, halfway to where the other channel was. You know, if that's realistic or not, I'm not sure. You know, getting 10,000 subscribers in 10 months is going to be a challenge, but, you know, I think sticking with the everyday videos and, you know, 1 or 2 live streams a week, you know, it seems to be working pretty good, and, you know, if we can pick up the pace with the subscribers and everything, I think it's definitely possible. And, you know, as it grows and more people subscribe, it'll be easier for new people to find it. So, Rollercoin is doing well. You can bring it over here. Oh, no, I can't. Let me log in. I don't know why it didn't want me to sign in first, but here we go. You can see it's been a few days since I've been on it. But yeah, I have not purchased anything new because I don't have enough Dogecoin to purchase these gold miners, because they still have this discount going on, which, you know, kind of PSA, if you guys are using this site and have some Dogecoin on here, purchase this miner. You know, it's really worth it. You get, what, a couple 100 terahashes, 199 terahashes for 299 Doge. You know, for the Dream Demolisher 3000 here, you're getting 70,000 for 110 RLT. So, I would, yeah, you know, highly recommend, you know, get the Doge if you can for the 420 event. So, definitely really cool. But yeah, I haven't really, you know, made a big update on the site, so that's why I haven't done any videos on it, pre-recorded at least, just because, you know, it was getting kind of slow, but I did do an update with their redone block rewards, the Dogecoin news, and then some other site changes that they had made. Can the Doge miner mine other coins also, or just Doge? That's a good question. It mines whatever you have your power set to. So right now I have my power 100% set to RLT. So it is only going to be paying me 0.022 RLT every, I think it's 10 minutes now. Simon, how are you? Welcome. Hey, no problem. Hey, you made it. You know, we can't always be around, but welcome. Yeah, so it's actually going to mine whatever you set to mine, because, you know, if I switch it to Dogecoin here, by doing this, you can see that my Dogecoin reward is 0 every time the block goes. So that's, you know, it's not mining Dogecoin, actually. It's actually just mining whatever you have set. So, but that's a really good question, Mike. That's similar to all the miners. You know, whatever you have it set to, you know, if you split the power between RLT and Doge, then you'll get some Doge, some RLT. Simon, I'm doing good. You know, we talked about, well, obviously we talked about Rollercoin here. We talked about the Bitcoin price. We talked about Polkadot a little bit. Talked about Apple. Did a little bit of charts with Bitcoin, Fire Faucet, my Dogecoin video, the channel progress, and Jeff Bezos. So, kind of a rough overview, just kind of some news revolving Dogecoin, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Talked about, you know, where the Bitcoin price might be going, stuff like that. So, oh yeah, I'm sure the L3 Plus is doing great on mining. Yeah, if you're mining Dogecoin, I'm sure that's doing great. You know, even though it's down from where it was, you know, last week this time, still nice to be mining that Dogecoin and getting it, because, you know, hey, maybe it'll go up to, you know, 50, 60 cents here. You know, if Bezos decides to invest and start accepting on Amazon, I would not be surprised if it hit $1. So I'll go ahead and say it. But yeah, definitely. Well, I'm glad you were able to make it in here towards the end. But yeah, if you have any questions, you know, I'm not in a huge rush to get off. But definitely. I appreciate you showing up for the live stream. Glad you enjoy it, and all the other content on the channel. Like I said, hopefully, you know, we can continue to grow and get that partnership, and, you know, from there, you know, really just keep going to get back up to where we were. But Simon, Helium's doing well. We did talk about Helium a little bit. Let's see what it's at. Let's see. Site decides to be slow. Okay, 1786. Yeah, that's doing really well. And I know I've seen your YouTube videos here. I've seen those coming up on my YouTube. Oh, is this playing sound? I'm sorry if that was playing sound in the back. I just saw that. I'll close it out. But yeah, so everybody, you know, there's only 7 people here, but this is his YouTube channel. He does videos here on different cryptocurrency stuff and a lot of Helium. You know, got Helium Solar, nice hash with a 3060, nice 30 series card there. So yeah, go subscribe. But definitely cool. But some channel even getting, yeah, Low Roller. Yeah, you may have noticed I do have an ad on this video here, and I can 100% tell you I am not partnered with YouTube. Google decided that because you are uploading to their platform, they can run ads on your videos and not pay you, regardless of what content you are making or if you're in the partnership program or not. So, you know, I'm obviously not too thrilled about it, especially since they deleted my channel that was partnered, but here we are. So, yeah, that is something that is new now. But yeah, Simon, thanks for making the videos. You know, it's nice to see. Like I said, I don't have any of the Helium miners, and I don't plan on getting any in the near future. So, you know, it's nice to see someone out there who's doing YouTube videos on it, working on the IoT Helium project. Yeah, no problem. Hey, you know, you've been around supporting the channel. I've seen you on Twitter, as well as, you know, in the streams and on the channel here, so, as well as the Discord, too. So, yeah, no, I mean, like I said, I have no problem giving a shout out to someone who's, you know, supportive here and is also working in cryptocurrency to, you know, grow their little area of crypto, what they're experts in. So yeah, definitely cool. But Mike, you said, I also want to ask, are USDT and USDC legit coins? I mean, can we realistically expect them to stay at $1 even if Bitcoin crashes a lot? I don't know how the USDT and USDC work. I don't really understand how they are locked at $1. but I would say you can realistically expect the USDT coin. That's the one I'm more familiar with, but I would say it goes on the same with USDC. You can realistically expect that to be 99 cents, a dollar, or $1.01. I've never seen it go outside of that range for more than a few seconds. It's a stable coin. Whatever they have programmed, that's how it is. So I would say you are perfectly safe storing value in fiat currency without going to fiat using USDT or C. So, Salvador, nice to see you, but yeah, it does suck. YouTube, Google made a lot of questionable decisions. Initially it didn't bother me because, I had a good channel that was partnershiped, but here we are. They decided I didn't, get to keep that. So, what can you do? But, Jackson, you said, do you still think mining will be profitable after the halving towards Simon there for the helium? So he said, yes, we added the ability for 5G mining coming in the future. Check out my page. Yeah, I did see you on the tweet. You tagged me in the tweet today with the 5G update for your infrastructure there. So that'll be cool. I'll be interested to see, how it goes. With the halving and all of that, and as more of these miners that are backed up, as more of those arrive, I'll be interested to see what happens to the difficulty and the rewards, if those will go down quite a bit, or, if they won't change too much, or, kind of see where the price goes with helium again, because, it's up 20% almost, on the day, getting close to its all-time high again, which was, just over almost $19, $18.71, so, doing pretty good, but yeah, I think it's a really cool project. So, yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, check out the Cryptechology YouTube channel here. I'll go ahead and throw the link in the chat. But yeah, definitely good content on the helium side of cryptocurrency, which is nice to see some content on, setting up and these kind of videos and stuff. So definitely check out his channel. Really cool. But yeah, so the stable coins, yeah, those are, like I said, you're pretty safe putting money into those and just holding it. But Voscoin made 5,200 in a day. I did see he put that video up there. I didn't watch it. It was a little bit long for me. Some of the, those videos get longer, but I guess I'll have to check it out, but, it's interesting. If it's really making that kind of profit, like I said, if I could get one, within the next, even month, I would try and get one, to review and do videos on the channel for setting up and all that. But everywhere I look, either is, sold out through September, or they're not even selling them, or they're ridiculously expensive. So, that's kind of where I'm at with it. But yeah, like I said, I have no problem, supporting the channel here, your channel, and helping out, because I know you're doing the same for me. And, why not help each other out? Both working in cryptocurrency, both making good content, definitely cool. But yeah, okay, so he's part of the consensus group. So yeah, Voscoin, I've been watching since he was, very first started. I was within, I think, the first 10 or 15,000 subscribers on his channel. And it's been nice to see a cryptocurrency channel grow like that. But their videos, kind of change and stuff like that. So I haven't watched as many of his videos as I used to, because I liked more watching the mining rig builds and updates and stuff like that. And, crypto changes, and that's his content changed as well. But, still a really good cryptocurrency YouTuber, and I'd highly recommend him to anyone in crypto. Mining rigs are doing all right. One of them is doing pretty good, the other not so much, and I'm not currently at the spot where the mining rig is, so I can't work on it. So right now it's just off. So it's kind of just, sitting around right now. So hopefully in the next week or two I can get that fixed. For some reason it just kept losing internet connection. So, yeah, kind of unfortunate, but still doing really well, making about $11 or $12 a day with the one mining rig. So can't complain. At least I still have the GPUs and all that. So just got to figure out what's causing the issue. But yeah, I mean, that happens sometimes. He's doing great. I think he got almost 200,000 subscribers now. I think. Oh, 304. Wow. So I was off by quite a bit. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's still a good crypto channel. Been doing it for a while. And I would, I reached out to Voscoin, Red Panda Mining, Son of a Tech, Not Your Normal Miner, when my channel got deleted, all the crypto YouTubers, and just said, hey, this is what happened. I had this channel. The only person to respond to me was Son of a Tech. I talked to him on Twitter very briefly, and he was like, that definitely sucks, but keep me updated basically on how it goes building up the new channel. But the rest of them didn't really respond, which I was kind of sad to see. I was kind of hoping the crypto YouTube community would help out, but whatever. What can you do? So, am I using free Bitcoin premium memberships to get fun tokens? I am not. I have looked into it, and it looked like a pretty big investment to get into it. So that was why I didn't do it. And it didn't look like a huge benefit for me, because I actually withdraw my coins off the site to, have them in my wallet. Personal decision. I know you can earn some through the earn on the site, but that's why I'm not doing it. And I have gotten a few free rolls and stuff on that wheel they have, and I haven't really won anything of value. A couple hundred reward points or lottery tickets or something. So that's really the reason why. And I wasn't looking to spend a bunch of money on a new coin that could possibly lose value if something happened. And I was more interested in just taking what I can get and, being happy with that. So, yeah, Voscoin's getting big, but Mike said because he's a Texan. Yeah. Hey, he was nice to talk a little bit on Twitter. I tweeted, tagged and was like, hey, my YouTube channel got deleted. Any help is greatly appreciated from the crypto community. And, he was the only one to, respond. And, I went back and forth with a few tweets with him. And he was like, yeah, it definitely sucks, but, he's getting pretty big. I think close to 100,000 subscribers. I know Red Panda Mining crossed, Red Panda Mining crossed 100,000 today. Let's see. Son of a Tech, 113. So he's pretty big as well on YouTube. Great content, very focused on mining. Like I said, he was the only one to respond at all. I was hoping, yeah, like you said, it's a tough community. And, that's what I said is, I have no problem helping out a YouTube channel, whether it's, whether it's a smaller channel than mine or a bigger channel. We all have something to offer to each other. Cryptocurrency is based around being a community, decentralized, help each other out, peer-to-peer. And that's why I was kind of hoping, I could get a couple different, hey, this YouTuber, kind of got, messed up with Google and they got the YouTube channel taken away, show them some love, go subscribe. But, I guess you can take what you can get. Maybe if we get big enough one day and they want to partner, that's something in the future. But, I guess we gotta wait until then. So, you can earn day trading fun tokens. I'll have to look more into it because I know they've been making some changes, and I haven't looked into it since they first announced it. But I may do a video on that specific topic, since it does seem like another way to earn on the faucet, of course, which is always nice. But any other crypto projects you're looking at or like besides the one we've talked about? I do have a friend who is working on the XYO project right now, and he is doing pretty good with it. I do plan to look into that a little bit more. I did have, some of the hardware stuff that you needed to get into that, and I did used to do it. If you're not familiar with XYO, it's basically geo-mining, mining by location. It's an app on your phone that you can, get coins and then earn prizes or, withdraw as part of the cryptocurrency. So that's one. But other than that, not really. I'm more traditional cryptocurrency, the ones that have been around for a while. I looked at SafeMoon, didn't really like it. The cryptocurrencies that have been around, survived the bull markets, survived the bear markets, got all around and are still here. Those are the ones that I like. But But Panda, yeah, Red Panda was definitely, I like his content. He does a lot, all I'd say is, from the videos he's seen, man, I wish I had the miners he does. Yeah, if that guy's making less than $3,000 a day, something's going wrong. 12, 30, 80s, tons of graphics cards. Of course it's a lot of work, but he's got to be making a crazy amount of cryptocurrency. So, yeah, I feel you. I'll put a reminder in with them. All right, thanks, Simon. I appreciate it. And then yeah, Mike said you agree it's a community, but yeah, the channel's growing, and that's something that's something that you gotta stick with. Growing a YouTube channel in any area of niche or anything is hard. This isn't 2010 YouTube anymore. You got to really put in the work, and I try and take the time out of my day, for the past 3 months to record and edit, which is probably to do the recording, editing, a thumbnail, tags, titles, and upload, probably 30 minutes to an hour. So I try and do that to build up the community and show I'm trying to help teach people and educate people on how to make money with cryptocurrency. Hopefully they see that and return the favor with a subscribe and watch more videos to help grow the community. But that's all you can hope for. So the Coin app, yes, Simon, yeah, Coin app is what it's called. It's just Coin. XYO is the project, and the crypto behind it. But you're buying the fun tokens and selling them at 50. If you're selling at 58, sell it at 65. Yeah, definitely. So you're just doing day trading and stuff. Yeah, I'll have to look more into the fun tokens and all that, but I know they're on there. I just haven't looked too much into it, because like I said, I pretty much I'm not looking to purchase any, or at least a huge amount. I'd rather just have the Bitcoin that the faucet gives me. But SafeMoon is a huge scam, since it's a Ponzi scheme like the BitConnect one. Yeah, that's what I said. I just didn't get very good, feelings about it. I thought, I'm going to stay away from this. That personal decision. Other people can go out and invest in SafeMoon, and maybe it's a good project. I could turn out to be wrong. It's happened before. It'll happen again. It's just my personal decision. I might miss out on something good, but oh well. Hoj, that's, I think, well, let me see if it's on here. Hoj, okay, yes. Hoj Finance. I'm guessing this is, let's see, probably something along the lines of trying to be the next Dogecoin, I'm guessing, is what this is, because I think I've looked into a few of these. Let's see, power of DeFi, so it's on DeFi, or it's using the power of DeFi. Okay. Yeah, yeah, I mean, investing in these is a risk. I won't be investing in any coins like this one. It's just trying to be the next Dogecoin. It's trying to go from, 2/100ths of a penny right now up to a penny. And, if you invested, $100 into this, that would be an amazing return. But, Dogecoin is like SafeMoon. It's most likely, they're just trying to make a quick profit, and will probably take off pretty quickly, almost as quickly as they appeared. But yeah, so definitely, it's still interesting to kind of see what's going on, and I kind of predicted it and said, I think there's going to be a lot of Dogecoin-like coins coming out and trying to be the next Dogecoin to make a profit off of, because if you're the developer and you've got 10 million of these sitting in a wallet, if it goes up a penny, you're going to be, so happy. You invested a couple days or a couple weeks of coding and you just made, a couple $100,000. So, that's kind of what a lot of people, I think, are hoping to do, So you got to be careful, throwing a few dollars at these coins probably won't hurt, but I would not invest more than you're willing to lose, overnight, really, with these coins. It might last longer, but you never know. Cryptechnology, you said, sorry, I'm a little behind on the chats here, but he said actually doing a giveaway this weekend, FYI GPU giveaway, and more Red Panda. Yeah, I saw he tweeted that or put it in his Discord, so I'll try and be attending this weekend on there, because, hey, it can't hurt to try and enter a giveaway. I was actually selected for a Newegg Shuffle for a 5700 XT maybe, or a 6600 XT. But it ended up being like $1,000 on Newegg, and I was like, well, what's the point? I'll just go to eBay. So I didn't end up getting that, but, if I get selected for one of these, 3070 or 3080 ones, if it's, a few $100s over MSRP, I'll probably get it, but, yeah, definitely work for sure getting the videos ready to upload. Yeah, I mean, I know you're doing, videos as well, doing, getting it recorded and all of that to, edit and upload and all of that is, it takes some time, especially, depending on your computer and all that, it can take some time to render and upload and all that with internet connection stuff, so, but, yeah, stay away from SafeMoon, Hogecoin, stuff like that, but favorite crypto podcast. I actually don't listen to any crypto podcasts. I get most of my information from articles and YouTube. So yeah, I don't really listen to any podcasts. So I don't even know any of them. But Cheese Pull Rug Pulled. It's like SafeMoon. Just read Satoshi Street Bets. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's probably a lot of these, Hogecoin. I saw one that was like Tesla coin or something that's going to give away a Tesla, I think that was in a stream I did last week. Someone brought that up. And, they have potential, but I wouldn't, bet your life savings on coins like this. It would be nice to make a quick profit, but you can already see that, it might have hit its all-time high already. It might never make it up to this 9/10 of a penny. Well, it's 9/100 of a penny. So, yeah, I mean, it might never make it this high again. So, definitely interesting, though, to kind of see these coins and see what's coming out. Because, like I said, you throw a few dollars at it, it can't hurt. But, yeah, I was pretty surprised when I got selected. But basically what it was, I believe it was a 6600 XT. It's whichever one is not on what to mine. Let me see here. Because I went here, obviously, because I was most likely going to mine with it. Because, I can continue using the 1060 in this computer. 5760... Oh, it was the 6700 XT. That's what it was. It was a 6700 XT, which I believe MSRP 67... Wow, 6700 XT MSRP. Yeah, so they MSRP for about $479. Newegg was selling the card for $799. So $800, which is, a little under double MSRP. And then they were incorporating, I had to buy a B550 motherboard with it as part of the bundle, which was selling for MSRP for that board, which was $180. So you're paying almost double for the card. You're getting a motherboard you don't need. After shipping and taxes, it was over $1,000 for a card that should be $479, which is all I really wanted. I didn't really need the motherboard. My plan was to either sell the motherboard on eBay or, hold it, with, at the house here to, eventually build another mining rig if I get lucky enough to buy more GPUs. I don't have a use for just a motherboard. I would have to get a CPU, RAM, a power supply. I don't just have all that sitting around. So I was like, Newegg, this is kind of a terrible deal. I'm not going to, spend $1,000 when I'm getting something I don't need and paying almost double for something that I just want. I don't need it. I think they make about 50 mega hashes, 6700 XT hash rate, I think. That might be a little high. I know Son of a Tech has a video there. Let's see if I can just... I don't really want to watch a video. Okay. Okay, so this is approximately $4 a day. So what's... that's probably 50 mega hashes, roughly 40 mega hashes maybe. I like how it doesn't show you what it's, expected. Oh, hash rate 47. So I was off by 3. So... No, it's on Dagger Hashimoto, so... but, yeah, that was kind of what I was chosen for and why I didn't get it, so... Oh, well, but I entered the one today and haven't heard, so I'm assuming I lost. But, yeah, maybe in the future I'll win one. Or win the ability to buy one at a good price, so... But other than that, I'm probably going to get ready to end the stream here. It was nice to see, get a little bit more chats here towards the end, which, hey, I'm always happy to, see the activity and all that in the chat. Definitely nice to get to chat with everybody and see what everyone's interested in. But any other last questions here I can try and answer, but other than that, I'll probably get ready to head off here in the next, minute or two. But again, thank you guys. We've got 7 people on right now, so definitely good. Not only are we getting more people, but more people are staying for a lot of the time. So that's really nice to see as well. It's nice to see the community growing, and like I said, hopefully we can, hit the 1,000 subscriber mark within the next, few days, which will be really nice to see. So, yeah, Simon, yeah, have a nice rest of your day. Jackson, bye. Thanks guys for stopping by, and I hope to see you guys in the next